We're officially in the last stages of the painting.
I am one day away from finishing it. I'm staring at it, looking for what needs to be retouched upon. If there is anything that I have to fix, but there's none. Just some embellishments and some minor additional shades, but it's not a lot. I'm really looking at finishing this tomorrow, and I'm so close to tears. This piece has been my companion for the last 3 or 4 months, and it's gonna be weird saying goodbye to the work.
What I didn't really fathom before was that painting takes a lot of emotional toll, even if it's something that's impersonal, I mean, most of the things that I draw are things that I copy and then I recreate it in, I suppose, my own style. It's not something that I, created with my own brain, like, with the design and stuff. And so I didn't really expect that it will take a lot of emotional energy. I don't know why it took me this long to understand that you don't only use your mental energy but also your emotional and physical energy as well. I haven't really tapped into the emotional aspect all that much, except that I guess it's the subconscious way that your brain chooses to decide what the colors to be used and stuff like that. I suppose it also relates to the no reasoning, just vibes. That's where the vibes part comes in, because sometimes I don't really have to really actively think in what colors I'm gonna put and what sort of way that I'm gonna paint. Like, it's difficult to explain all this, and that's what I found out during the process of this painting, is that I can't really express it into words. Like, I can do it, I know somehow what the process is, but I can't put it into words. And so I assume that's where the vibes and subconscious part comes in. This pediment has very subtle details, and it's not supposed to be as dramatic as the other parts, so I have to tone it down. I'm just playing around with beige, sepia, and yellow, trying to give it some character through equally light colors and not giving too much of a depth. Admittedly, I'm having difficulty with the cherubins and the giant acanthus crowning the pediment. As I've been saying, it's a physical endeavor because of its placement in the board. And secondly, I'm not fond of drawing figures and people, so it's something I'm a little unfamiliar with. It really does feel like I'm saying goodbye to a friend, because this has taken so long that the process and the work is so familiar to me. And I know that when I started, I was saying that I wanted to do something that didn't take a lot of brain power, which was a crazy thing to say because, even before starting, when I was looking at the references, it is a lot of details, and of course it's gonna take a lot of brain power. I don't know why I was saying that to myself back then. But well, at the time I was thinking about brain power in the sense of thinking about architectural codes or plumbing or estimating and stuff like that related to the exam. And so I went the farthest away that I can go in regards to using my brain, which is, with painting, because I haven't really done it in the process of studying. And so it was something that I was missing for a time, and then it did take a lot of brain power. Like, it's a sort of different type of planning and strategizing. I mean, I already knew that this will be all encompassing, but I guess at the time I didn't really realize just how all encompassing it will be. It really does take a lot on you, and even though it's not technical, I really did put a lot, and a lot of thought in this. I'm glad that I decided to do this entire thing, recording the painting, doing the painting in itself, and also blabbering on and saying what was on my mind. Because after looking at the past videos, it occurred to me that this became an indirect or happy accident sort of documentation on my exam experience, and especially with the first videos where I was so nervous so nervous and going crazy and almost crying. I'm glad that I decided to do this painting and that it went well, and I managed to sate my hunger about doing something so detailed and so all encompassing.